I'd like to introduce to you some other community leaders and advisors to represent the Obama bloc. I'd like to bring up on stage people who have also submitted questions. Ms. Unsuk Lee from NAKASEC. Didn't check, I'm sorry. Ms. Marguerite Rowe from APIA Health Forum. Give them up, give it up, give it up, give it up. From the organization known as ROAR, R-O-A-R, Ms. Nadine Shiroma. From One Nevada, Ms. Katrina Cole. From OCA-PICA, Mr. Mike Matsuda. Norm Mineta. And Mr. Ted Liu. These people have all submitted questions to the candidates, so I'd just like you to acknowledge that these are real people who have submitted the questions that are not set up, and the candidates, each took the time to answer their questions really specifically. So thank you so very much, participants. I'd like to bring back up, I believe, Gloria. Isn't she a wonderful cheerleader?
Timing. Yes. Here to introduce Senator Barack Obama from Los Angeles, Congressman Xavier Becerra. He represents the 31st District, a combination of unique urban neighborhoods located entirely within the city of Los Angeles. While fairly compact in size, his district spans ethnic communities with roots in countries thousands of miles apart on the world map. He is a member of the Executive Committee of the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus and was the first Latino to serve on the Ways and Means Committee. Give him a warm welcome, Congressman Xavier Becerra.
Good afternoon, how y'all doing? You ready to make history in November 2008? You ready to bring some change to this country? You ready to take this country in a far different direction than the current occupant in the White House, George Bush? Are you ready to change the color of the White House? Let me tell you, these are exciting times. And more importantly, they're very proud times because we have people here today in America who believe that if we participate, everyone will be included in what we call the United States of America. And I am very proud today to tell you that there is a man running for the highest office of this land, the highest office on this world, to take us to a different place from where we've ever been, because we have never had someone who could serve us so well. When was the last time you heard of a candidate for President of the United States who could say that he has history growing up in Hawaii? Has history and understanding growing up in Indonesia? Whose family includes someone who is half Indonesian, his sister, who sometimes can tell you about growing up without a father in his home, who can tell you what it was like to be called one thing by one race and one thing by another, who can say to you that he has stood firm on issues where most of us as people of color would know where we need to go, but where this country perhaps is not yet ready to hear. A man who has said what he believes, but more importantly, a man who tells you what you want to hear, and perhaps most importantly, a man who tells you what you must hear as Americans. Barack Obama has had a history of trying to change his communities, and now, fortunately for us, he will set history in trying to change the world. Barack and Michelle Obama will be in the White House, a team that will take this country where we need to go. We are very fortunate that today, with the support of phenomenal people and any number of people in this audience, including a good friend, Assemblyman Ted Liu, and others in the Asian Pacific Islander community who have decided to stand tall with Barack Obama, are ready to say that we're going to make history. Are you ready? Who would have said that we would have had a candidate running for office who would have said, I'm not going to take 1 cent of political action dollars from the special interests? Who would have said that the next president of the United States would have been able to get into office hardly raising any money the way traditionally you see the establishment do it, through these big fundraisers, bundling of money, and instead relying on the American people through the internet to provide the vast majority of the money of the next president of the United States? That is Barack Obama. And let me tell you what Barack Obama means for those of us who have perhaps been a little bit marginalized because of the color of our skin, of our appearance, or our language. Inclusion. Inclusion the way we've never seen it before. Barack Obama is here before us today. And I will close in the introduction of the next president of the United States by saying this, and you will understand it. When was the last time you heard a guy by the name of Xavier Becerra have a chance to tell you he's about to introduce you to the next president of the United States, Barack Obama? Well, that's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we are. Please, give it up, a warm round of applause to the next president of the United States, Barack Obama.